we're going to demonstrate for loop in C++. So first we're going to put processor directive and include istring. Then int main open parenthesis and close parenthesis curly bracket return 0 semicolon. Then for open and close parenthesis int I is equal to 0 semicolon and I is less than 5 semicolon, then I plus plus and curly bracket, then std cout and double quote for loop iteration. Then I and std end line semicolon. So the initialization of int I is equal to 0 semicolon initialize as a variable I to 0. The condition of I is less than 5 semicolon checks if is less than 5. The loop continues as long as this condition is true. Increment I plus plus is increase I by 1 after each iteration. The line of stdcout for loop iteration is output that current value of I. This loop will print the iteration number from 0 to 4 and the 5 iteration is total equivalent. Then we're going to execute this code to compile. So you can see the 0 errors and warning 0 and we're going to run this code. So you can see the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is for loop iteration. This is the code will successful code. Directive and include istring. Then int main open and close parentheses and curly bracket return 0 semicolon. Then first we're going to put int I is equal to 0 semicolon. Then while open and close parentheses I is less than 5 and curly bracket and put std cout and double quote while loop iteration. Then I then std end line semicolon then I plus plus semicolon and you can see the int I is equal to 0 semicolon as it sets I to 0 before the loop starts. The condition while 5 while I is less than 5 is the continuous the loop as long as is less than 5. Inside the loop the while loop iteration is I end line prints the current value of I and I++, semicolon, increments I by 1. This loop this loop this loop is will also print values from 0 to 4. It's equal to 5 iterations total. So we're going to execute this code. Compile first, and you can see the errors is 0 and warning is 0. So we're going to run this code. So you can see the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the successful code. And that's all. We're going to put first the processor directive bound include iStream, then int main open and close parentheses curly bracket return 0 semicolon, then int I is equal to 0 semicolon, then do curly bracket std cout double quote do while loop iteration, then I std inline semicolon, then I plus plus semicolon, then while open and close parentheses I is less than 5, then semicolon. And then you can see the int I is equal to 0 semicolon initialize I to 0. The code within do black runs at least once, regardless of the condition. Here it prints the current value of I and increments it. Condition while I is less than 5 semicolon, check if the less than 5 after executing the loop body. If true, it continues looping. This loop also prints the value from 0 to 4. 5 is iteration totals. All this code is successfully, so we're going to execute this code to compile it. Then you can see errors is 0, so we're going to execute again to run. So and you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the result of the code that equivalents to I is less than 5. The current is to first put is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the successful code. So all their loops is accomplish the same task of printing iteration numbers from 0 to 4. The main difference lie in their structure and the condition under which they execute. The for loop is typically used when the number of iteration is known beforehand. The while loop is more suitable for scenarios where the number of iteration is uncertain and is based on a condition. The do while loop guarantees at least one execution of the loop body before checking the condition.